Hello and welcome to another episode of the Never Worse podcast. I'm your host, Tom Brown, joined as always on these Fridays by my brother, Jack. Jack, it's here. It's spectacular. It's the World Series. Game
It's
one's
World
tonight.
Series Friday.
Yes, game one tonight. Blake Snell versus Trey Yesavage.
Uh-huh. The
I don't know.
Wunderkind.
He, well, let's just dive right in. So the Blue Jays ended up beating the Mariners in 7 games in a crazy ending,
Uh,
which,
I tell you,
y-
Tom, just can't count out George Springer ever in a big time at bat. Ever, ever, ever.
you might want to look at that empty first base in that moment and look
Seriously.
at George Springer's numbers.
Vlad Guerrero was right behind him. You're not walking anybody to get to Vlad and loading the
Vlad
bases for him.
Guerrero bats third and George
So
Springer
who was
bats
second?
first.
Who was
One
second
of
then?
those plucky lefties who I'd much rather
Yeah,
face.
Luke's probably, but either
Yeah.
even still, I get what you're saying, but in that situation, you don't want to load the bases. But yeah, I mean, good for the Blue Jays, kind of tough for the Mariners. They had, I feel like they had the support of the nation on their side. But then again, I mean, the Blue Jays haven't gone since Joe Carter, so it's been a minute.
Yeah. And so now we have, as mentioned, Snell versus Yesavage. I'm saying that
Oh,
correctly, I believe.
yeah, you put a little French stank on it for the Canadian
Oh,
folks
yeah.
listening.
For my French Canadian brethren, we got a little sprinkle of that in us. Here's the deal, Jack. It boils down to one thing. Can the irresistible object, what is it? Move the immovable object or whatever the hell that saying
Immovable,
is.
yeah, the
Um,
Gorilla Monsoon. The
so
irresistible force versus the immovable object.
right.
Hogan versus Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3, I believe is what he was talking about. Not
Uh
anything Isaac Newton related.
yeah, I was just trying to get my finger on the pulse there of that saying. But the pitching of the Dodgers versus the lineup of the Blue Jays. And we're gonna just sweep the Dodgers lineup under the rug for right now because that's the big matchup.
In
The
great use of a word that I'm going to use later. But go
Okay.
ahead.
And it's lined up. It's Snell and Yamamoto's game one and two, and it's Shohei and Glasnow right behind them in either that order or
In
Glasnow then
LA.
Shohei in LA.
In LA.
Yet the lineup from the Blue Jays doesn't stop. They have been on fire this entire postseason.
Yes, they have. Andres Jimenez batting out of the ninth spot and just being an absolute terror for any opposing pitcher is a big get for the Blue Jays. But they also, the thing they did to the Yankees and then they did to the Mariners is they do not give up at bats at all. They will look to shoot the ball the other way. They will look to bogs a two-strike pitch. They want to make your starter throw every pitch they can in every at bat. And they need to do that against the Dodgers, whose starters have been unbelievable in this playoff run because they're all healthy.
Yeah. Uh, so I would say the thing prior to getting to George Springer, the thing that killed the Mariners was the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
Yep.
Um, they were incredible, and that what set it up was a walk and a base hit from the 8 and 9 hitters off of Brian Wu, who I was wrong. He was on the roster, and that complete lineup, I don't think the Dodgers have faced yet. The the Phillies are top heavy.
Sure.
The Brewers are good, but again, we talked about it. When you looked at that, you're like, okay, Jackson Cheerio is what, 21? Who is the star who is the
Yeah.
best bat? Yeah, Contreras is good. Uh Terang was good all year, really good all year, but it's not quite the same as Springer, Vladdy, Alejandro Kirk, and then, like you mentioned, just guys at the bottom of the order who aren't going to quit.
Yep.
And uh what I'm blanking his name right now. Oh, Addison Barger. I just felt like he was going to hit a home run for some reason every time it was up.
I feel that way about Davis Schneider coming up, but that's only because when he debuted as a rookie, I think he went like 9 for 11 against the Red Sox in a
Yeah.
weekend series with like 4 homers. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. Listen, the Blue Jays have a great lineup. The Dodgers are Thanos, Tom. They're inevitable. I mean, the worst hitter on the Dodgers lineup was in line to win the NLCS MVP until Shohei Ohtani had the greatest performance in Major League Baseball history. Second, or maybe usurping himself for when he created the 50-50 club.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh I'm saying all this. I don't think the Blue Jays are going to win the World Series. Uh
Yeah, and I think it's going to be real tough for them with the way the Dodgers are playing to win one game. You talked about the Blue Jays lineup not stopping. Kike Hernandez becomes Hank Aaron in the playoffs. Like it just doesn't make any sense. He's hitting
no.
380 in the playoffs.
He never takes a B swing and
Oh, he's always he's
and
always
he
trying to get his A swing off.
and he through the course of 162 games, it doesn't work, but all of a sudden he catches up to those balls in the playoffs.
Do you
It's
know
nuts.
why? Because the pitchers, I think, are so focused on getting the guys in front of him out that they're just not trying to put him on base. So they're giving him pitches in the zone that he's hacking at.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think that
helps.
has to be it. I mean,
That's
the
why having
lineup. Sorry, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was just
I
gonna
was gonna
say that's
say,
why having the top three guys in your lineup be Hall of Famers helps.
well, 789 for the Dodgers is Kike, some version of Kike Hernandez, Andy Pajes, and Tommy Edman or Hae-Seong Kim. Like, those are three good hitters that nobody wants to face in the playoffs. And it's just talk about a lineup that doesn't stop. And that's after you go through six legitimate all-stars.
Hmm. And on the pitching end, you got Yesevage against Snell, as we mentioned, but then Yamamoto's probably gonna face Gosman,
Yep.
and then Bieber against either Shohei or Glasnow. And then do they
And the Mad
run out
Max.
Scherzer?
Yeah, you got to. Have to. You can't just go with three starter rotation against the
Right.
Dodgers.
Yeah. You can't. And only the Dodgers that ever do the World Series bullpen game, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, but I don't even think they'll have to do that because Shohei at that point will have enough rest that he'll be ready to go. And um
Oh, I'm
I
saying they
saw a
just
st
did that last year. No one else has done that.
I saw a stat that said their starter ERA is 1.86 or something through the playoffs, where their bullpen ERA is over 5. That's not Roki Sasaki though, because Roki Sasaki is coming in and shutting games down.
Yeah.
And so that is, and granted, he's going to be a starter all next year and for the rest of his career, but what an option for Dave Roberts to go out of a bullpen that's been subpar for him to just be like, all right, let me get my rookie pitcher who throws up to upwards of 100 to come in and do the last 2 innings if he needs to.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Bo Bichette is on the Blue Jays roster, and he has not played since September 6th. Do
Yeah.
you instantly insert someone because he's Bo Bichette and he's your starting shortstop? Do you just put him in the lineup?
No, I think he's going to play a pinch hit role. It's not like IKF can't field. Like Isaiah Kiner Falefa is not like a liability at short. You need Bichette's bat, I think, but I don't think if he's not fully healthy and hasn't played to September, the last place you want to roll him back out is against arguably four of the best starting pitchers in baseball.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the Cubs did that with Schwarber.
Yep.
and he was good. He wasn't spectacular in that World Series, but we
He had a
are,
big, he had a huge, he was there for his power threat. Like Bo Bichette
yeah.
doesn't have that game-changing power.
Uh, we just witnessed a guy getting thrust into a lineup at the end of the season after missing time, no rehab assignment in Wilyer Abreu. And Bichette's a better hitter than Abreu, but
Yep.
he it you're coming into just guys that no one seems to throw under 97, or if they do, it's ridiculous break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's something to be said about there's a little mojo with this lineup now. And if you're going to
The
face the
Dodgers?
Dodgers, no, the Blue
Oh,
Jays,
yeah.
there's a mojo there. So if you're Snyder, maybe you don't want to throw Bichette in there and like take Ernie Clement, who is just like this. And I would have died if the Red Sox played against Ernie Clement and he just kept getting hits.
Yeah.
Uh
I mean, nobody has decided to avoid Vlad Guerrero Jr. in their lineup, which is to
nope.
me just an amazing thing. He can hit 450 through the playoffs, single-handedly bury the Yankees, and the Mariners were just like, no, we'll pitch to him.
I I gotta say, this is one thing I love. I think I said this before, is when the stars do it. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you so say the Mariners held on to win and you were like, you know what? Cal Raleigh having one of the most historic seasons ever hit a home run to put them up, and now we lost. I'd be okay with that. And then George Springer did it. It's like, okay, George Springer has 23 postseason home runs. He's one of the best to do it. It's just not Aaron Boone, you know?
Mm.
It's that is what murders you is when it's the guy that doesn't do it all the time, that isn't that good. So, and then obviously on the other side, Shohei, Mookie, Freeman, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, that's the top five. It's just kind of ridiculous. They improved their pitching and they won the World Series last year. So this shouldn't be much of a conversation.
And they're healthy. They're all the pitchers are healthy.
Hmm.
Like that's the crazy part. Like even Freddie Freeman wasn't healthy last year, and he won the World Series MVP.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts had a weird start to the year this year, but through the playoffs, he's looked like Mookie Betts. Um, and I don't know, Tom, maybe the Dodgers have the greatest baseball player to ever play baseball. I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that yet. I'm real close to it.
I kind of think I've just said like, yeah, that's
I'm real close to saying
what are
it.
we talking about here? That's it skill and ability wise, it's a yes. It's just at the end of it all, people are going to be like, "Oh, but his numbers."
Oh,
And
but he
guess
didn't
what?
have 600 home runs.
Right.
Well,
And
he's the only player who's
he
probably going to end up with 300 strikeouts and 300 homers or something
but
along those
also
lines.
but also he hits 50 home runs a year.
He might get 500,
Yeah,
600. Yeah.
right. Maybe yeah. I like 500 home runs isn't insane for him.
No, which is crazy because he started in his late 20s.
No, he started at 23, I think. He
Was he
was posted
2018? He's 2018 is when he came over. And now
yeah.
it's 2025 and he's 31. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
24.
So, honestly now I'm like I can't believe Joe Madden was just sitting him 2 out of the 5 games a week or whatever. Because when he first came over, they sat him the day before pitching, before a start and the day after.
I just don't think anybody realized how good and consistent he would be at both. I don't think anybody in baseball had ever done it. Travis Hunter played 0 defensive snaps the other day. Like, I just don't think people have a player like that, this unicorn kind of player, and understand how to manage him at first.
Yeah. Uh,
And that's me giving the benefit of the doubt to fucking Joe Madden, which never happens.
yeah. Yeah. You don't
Don't.
like him.
Just don't. I was gonna say, don't be cute.
Uh, I'm trying to think of other storylines here. There's
Well, it's tough because it's a two-team series, right? It's just the World Series. The preview the preview is more on the Blue Jays side. The Blue Jays have to do more to win. Like, obviously, I'm not saying the Dodgers can just show up and win a World Series, but right now, if they show up and perform to 80% of their capability, they're going to win 4 games in a row. And
I
I feel
did
like they didn't even play their best during the Brewers series. They pitched their best, but offensively, I don't think they played their best until the Shohei game.
so I did see this thing online that there have been several instances of one team sweeping and one team going 7 games. And I think the last like 5 or 6 times it's happened, the team that won in 7 games won the World Series.
I get that. I get we have fresher players. We played meaningful baseball games more than you, and they're starting in Toronto, which is a huge advantage.
There are
But
4 games there if they need them.
but this Dodgers team isn't exactly like the other teams that may have been factored into that. Um, I don't think any of those other teams had 3 former Cy Youngs and 3 former MVPs on it.
Hmm.
So I think you got to take into consideration that this is a legitimate super team. Um, that again, it's just not the same to compare them to other teams. I think there's just too much talent. Like you said, their first 5 hitters are is Shohei Ohtani through Teoscar Hernandez. Like none of those 5 guys are going to be easy for Yesavage or Gossman to get out, and they're awesome. Like I mean, Trey Yesavage is having a coming out party in the playoffs, but Kevin Gossman is a former Cy Young winner. Or is he? Did he win the Cy Young? Or did he come in? He
Mm,
came in second, maybe.
I don't think you won it. All right. So I just looked it up. This is the fifth instance of this happening. Last time was 2012. Giants won 7, swept and they beat the Tigers, who swept the ALCS. '07 Red Sox, 7 against Cleveland, swept the Rockies. '06
Okay,
Cardinals, huh?
I said okay. That's not okay.
Well,
I get what
Cardinals,
you're saying. Yep.
yeah, yeah, beat the Tigers. That happened twice. Wow. And then 1988 Dodgers, Jack, swept. Did they sweep? Yep. No, 1-5 over the Athletics.
Well, there you go. Is that the Kirk Gibson?
Yep.
Um, okay. Uh, man, 2007 Red Sox underappreciated for how good they actually were. Um,
Not here, bud. Not
yeah,
here.
sure. Uh, okay. I don't think that the '07 Colorado Rockies had the kind of firepower the 25 Los Angeles Dodgers do. And I could go that way down that entire list. Um,
I'm
what
I'm
I
just
was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
saying here that the
it's a
Dodgers are trying to
historical
make history.
precedence.
He's
There's
trying to make history.
historical precedence for what you're talking about.
Yeah, Dodgers are trying to make history. It's never been done.
I think they're gonna make it. And I mean, if we want to get right into the predictions part,
We might as well. I mean, this can be a 20-minute podcast. There's not much more to talk about.
I mean, at the very best for Toronto, it's Dodgers in 5. But
What's
I
your
think it's
prediction?
gonna be my prediction is Dodgers in 4. A
MVP?
fucking clean sweep of the World Series. Tani. I think he's found the groove, and I think he's in a kind of way where he gets super radioactive hot. I would not be surprised if the first pitch of the World Series isn't deposited 450 feet away into right center in Toronto tonight.
You want to put money on that?
No, I don't bet on sports. I don't want to get the FBI up in this podcast.
Uh, well, you can legally. It's other ways that you shouldn't do it. But don't
Okay.
worry, you're not a point shaving athlete.
Head
I
coach of a basketball team. He wasn't that. That was poker. He wasn't doing that.
yeah,
But
I have Dodgers in 5 and Blake Snell wins 2 games and wins the MVP.
Wow. Okay. I mean, Blake Snell right now is 3-0 in the playoffs with a .86 ERA. You
Yeah,
can't
I
really ask
I
anything better.
think yeah. I actually think like it's a great story, but you Savage tonight, it's dude, in April you were promoted to rookie A ball, which is unbelievable that you're starting
Yeah.
game 1 of the World Series, but that's a leap. And he's been incredible, but he he lost the game to the Mariners. He hasn't been Snell or Yamamoto, you know?
No. Well, yeah, I do know. I just I don't see it happening for him against this lineup. Like I said, I think the first pitch is going to be high 90s up and into Ohtani, and I think he's going to know that that's going to be the first pitch. It's just, I think
Yeah,
he's that hot right now. Even in the game three where he tripled, he led off the game with a triple. That's when you started to see like, oh dang, it could be Shohei time. And then I don't, maybe he's just the crazy kind of athlete that when he's expected to pitch and hit, he just kicks it into a different level. Like there was a game at Fenway when he was with the Angels where the Angels won 1-0 and he threw an 8 inning shutout and hit a homer.
mhm.
So like, and that's when Alex Cora was just like, nobody sees this, nobody knows what's happening, and that was 2 years ago. Before he's like, I don't even think he's as good as he's going to be, Tom. I think
He went 50-50 and then 50 home runs again this year. I think he's pretty good.
yeah, but he hasn't had a full season of his 50 home run potential and pitching.
I Yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
you get a full year of that where you hit 50 homers and you have 10 to 15 wins with a sub 3 ERA. I mean, you're instantly talking about, if not the 50-50 season, the greatest season ever had by a human being.
yeah, I'm just saying like what's the difference between 46 home runs in 2021 winning the MVP and pitching that year as well and 50
Four
home
home
runs?
runs.
I mean, Jack, don't be
50
that
home
guy.
runs. Well, Tom, Juan Gonzalez never hit 50 home runs. He hit 40. There's a difference.
I
50
I
home
just
run seasons don't happen. Ask Brady Anderson.
he hit 50.
Yeah, I know. How many other times did he do it?
No, I'm just saying I think I I don't know if he can get better because he's already the best thing we've ever seen.
Sure. But at the same time, there probably is room to grow. What if he throws a perfect game and hits fucking four
He
homers in it? Like,
he went 9-2 in 2021 on the Angels, which is essentially going 25-0. He went
I
15
get
and
it.
9
He's
in
good. He's,
2023
I
or
just I don't
2022.
think he's, maybe a better way to say it is I don't think he's done being this good or playing at this level.
Okay, yeah. All right. So Jack, you have Blue Jays in 4 and I have Dodgers in 5.
Did we both nail our World Series picks? Or did you nail your World Series picks? Did you pick the Blue Jays? Or you said you picked the Rangers?
I picked the Rangers. I thought they were
Uh,
going to have a bounce back.
I was
And
1 year off.
you had I forget who you had in the AL. I
I
could
probably
probably
had the
look that up.
Royals. I was real high on the Royals.
Oh, you probably did have the Royals. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, you know I love my Reagans, my Cole Reagans, and my Bobby Witts.
Um, I don't think I'm going to scrub through this to find maybe a quick search. MLB preview. This is why we get the listens, Jack.
Yep. On
Yeah,
air problem solving.
I'm not going to find it. I have all the old notes, but
It's okay. I know you picked the Blue Jays to win the East.
Yeah. No, I know my World Series pick.
I'm pretty sure mine was Dodgers Royals, but
All right. Well, Jack, that's gonna do it. I mean, if that's the case, if both the next time we meet, it might be sooner than Friday because I don't know if this lasts a week. It doesn't
yeah,
seem
it's
like it.
not. I don't think it's going to.
Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. if both of us are right, it will be over.
Yep.
So, yeah. Jack, I hope there's at least 5 more baseball games this year.
I do too. The playoffs were fun for the most part. I mean, going 7 games, God, you were watching that
In the
seventh game
AL.
like with your eyes closed. I will say, I know we should have talked about this before we. How are you Dan Wilson and you're not bringing in Andros Munoz when you need the outs? Like Springer, Lukes, Guerrero, that's your spot to bring in your best pitcher there.
Yeah. And then after the Springer home run, uh, Barden, what was his name? Whatever the pitcher. Uh, he just kept letting up liners.
Hmm.
And someone, I think it was Eno Saris, put it online saying that was the third time those hitters had seen him that series. Not necessarily the same as seeing the guy 3 times in a game, but you know how his pitches move. He was
Yeah.
just asking the question, like, do you do you think that matters over time? And then someone brought up a good point. It was another baseball writer said, I don't think so in this case. I think Springer is just having an incredible year, and he left a sinker at 96 right over the plate.
Yep. That happens.
Uh, yeah. So Munoz could have come in there. You could have walked him because then you set up the double play. Because if you get a double play and the run scores, you're still up 3-2,
Yeah.
and then you can walk Vlad.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020, Jack, and I think we're gonna have our first repeat champion since 2099 2000.
Yep. And just a quick note because it's been thrown out there. Um, every single billionaire owner who owns a baseball team has the exact same opportunity to spend the money that the Dodgers do. They don't because they care more about profit than winning baseball games.
Yeah, I don't even click on are the Dodgers ruining baseball because the Yankees could spend that much, and
They
so
did
could
throughout
the
the entire 2000s, the early to mid 2000s. They still do it. They offer
yeah.
Juan Soto $760 million last year. Like anybody
But
has the opportunities. The Oakland A's, the Chicago
John
White
Fisher could
Sox,
do it.
they all have the money to do it.
Yep. John Fisher can do that. He's like the third richest owner in
Yep.
baseball.
And there's already talk of price fixing from the owners in baseball to force a strike over the next collective bargaining agreement. So,
Oh yeah, it's locking out after next year, so enjoy next year. It's
yep,
gonna lock out as soon as the World Series ends. They're gonna really try and get a salary cap, and it's gonna be bloody and messy, and we're gonna miss baseball next in 2027.
yeah,
Stamp it, time stamp it. There will be missed baseball games in 2027. Wow, how
annoying.
to end it, Jack?
Yep.
So the World Series starts tonight. I hope you have fun watching the Dodgers win.
Thank you. Bye, Tom.
Bye.